It's time for Pass the Mic. This is where we bring in a new voice, and by gosh, we need a new voice for this segment. You'll hear from different comedians because we want to amplify funny voices beyond just mine. Today, we have another round of our favorite game, Stafford or Florida. Now, as many of you have seen over the course of Open Mic, wild stuff happens in Stafford County, Virginia, and it's so wild, we think it's as crazy as the headlines you see coming out of Florida. So we bring in different comedians to guess if a wild story was from up here or from down there. And today you have a very special guest, my good friend Rod Morrow, who you guys know as the black guy who tips. Here is part one of Stafford or Florida. Man with mullet arrested accused of stealing 3 subs from Publix.
I'm gonna go with Stafford.
Ooh, that could have gone either way, but the tell was Publix. We do not yet have Publix up this north yet. Yeah. I don't
Publix. Okay. See, I was thinking I didn't know Florida had Publix. This is news to me now.
You know what? I just got news that apparently there's a Publix in Fredericksburg, which is a holdover from the Succession. So,
oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So y'all won that in the Civil Rights Civil War.
They won that. They won that. It was part of Appomattox. It was part of the settlement. They get to keep one Publix.
Nobody talks about that part of Lincoln's address to the public. He left that one Publix out there.
Number 2, a woman throws a fit in a smoothie cafe, assaults an employee. I believe she threw 4 smoothies onto the ground and 14 Snickerdoodle cookies in the trash can.
I'm gonna go Stafford again, because I figure if I keep going Stafford, at least I'll get at least one right eventually.
That is correct. That was in Stafford County. Yes, the DMV has to hold this L. Next, a woman tries to beat a DUI test with an Irish dance.
Oh, that's Florida all day, baby. That's got to be Florida.
That's Florida. We don't have that kind of culture. Yeah. We don't have that kind of culture up here.
And now here's the thing. Did she beat the test?
She did not beat the test. She did not beat the test. No.
Oh, you got to give it. I feel like you should get A for effort. Or so. There should be like a scale, where it's like you get a reduction on your DUI, because it's like if you pull that off, it's like that's impressive to do while drunk.
If worse comes to worse and you need to be sober, at least engage in some vigorous physical activity that'll get your blood going. You remember that? That's like your last resort. Your last resort is, let me get some of that good blood up to, get some of that good
you
blood.
You start doing a TikTok dance.
A man drives in slow circles around a McDonald's while being chased by police, then throws a bag full of guns and drugs out his window before eventually being arrested.
Oh man, that's epic. That feels Floridian. I'm gonna go Florida.
That was actually Stafford County. And what messed me up about this is, so there was a slow driving portion and a fast driving portion of this chase, and you decided to throw the guns and the drugs out during the slow driving portion. Like, you deserve to go to jail, sir.
Was Al Cowens on the phone with the police? He was throwing the guns out.
You would think so.
Was it a white Bronco? Like,
if police had you dead to rights, do you throw it out? No, I guess you got to throw it out. I guess if you already have the 5 stars on GTA, like they're on you, you know they're gonna find it. I guess you just throw it out and just hope they just had a brain fart and you just have to throw it out. I guess.
See, I think the problem we have is we're looking at it with the minds of people that wouldn't be on a low-speed chase in a McDonald's parking lot with the police at them, right? So we're thinking very rational. Like in my mind, I'm like, I get a bridge, throw it off over the bridge. Now they got to find it in the water. They'll never find it. But I'm also not the kind of person that thinks doing loop-de-loops around McDonald's drive-thru is going to get me free.
Now, forgive me for helping crime, but how do we not have like a contraption in vehicles that can just drop it out so they don't see you throw it out, right? Because if they don't see you throw it out, they don't, you know what I mean? It's got to be, chain of custody. So if they see me throw it out, you don't know that it's mine.
Like a drone or something?
Yeah.
Just like.
No, all you need is a hole. You just need a hole. Just drop it in a hole and just, it's gone.
I think we just came up with $1 billion idea.
I've given this some thought. What these bad guy vehicles need, T-shirt cannon technology. Hey, you drop it in there and it just shoots it far farther than the eye can see. You're welcome. You guys can pay me my money. Just hit me in Bitcoin. If you guys want to hear more from Rod, check out his podcast, The Black Guy Who Tips. He also, by the way, writes for Game Theory with Bomani Jones on HBO. We'll be right back.